listen to me, Harold. I know what I'm talking about. This bird, she lives in a posh house. She's not a bit of old brass. Have you stopped to ask yourself why a bird like that should fancy a load of old tat like you?
That's a nice thing to say about your own son, isn't it? A load of old tat. An unpolished diamond, maybe.
Now, you know what I mean. She's got the pick of the land. Why bother with you?
She fancies me, that's all. Yeah, and she fancied me for myself. It made no difference to her, me being a rag and bone man.
Yeah, you great Burke. She fancies you because you're a rag and bone man.
Oh, what's that supposed to mean?
She don't fancy for yourself. She fancies you because you're common. Oh, look, you've a lot to learn. If you think anything's going to come out of this, you're going to be hurt. She won't want to know you in the morning. She's had a bit of fun. She's been amusing herself with you, can't you see that?
Well, I've been having a bit of a giggle myself.
It goes deeper with that than you, don't it? I know you. You've been waiting for something like this to happen. You've given up trying to get out of this business on your own steam. You're hoping for some rich woman to come and take you out of it. Well, they won't. I don't want to see you hurt, Harold. I've seen it all before. They're all the same, these rich birds. Their old man goes away for the day. They're bored. They've tried everything. They're jaded. They're looking for something new and exciting. So they have a dabble with a bit of rough.
Don't keep calling me a bit of rough.
That's what it is, isn't it? That's what it is. You're a plaything. Don't you see that? A new toy.
It's not like that at all. She respected me. We just didn't sit there snogging away for 7 hours. We chatted, we talked about life and books and politics and culture. Oh, yes, I taught her a few things she didn't know. Politically naive she was. I sorted her out there. Another couple of visits, she'll have the old Vote Labour posters up in the window.
Your turn knocked out by you now, is it? Cool. Blimey, you don't half think a lot of yourself, do you? You're full of yourself, ain't you? Well, listen to me, mate. Now, listen carefully to this. This is the voice of experience talking.
Oh, God.
When I was your age, I was better looking than you are.
Naturally, you were taller as well, weren't you?
Yeah, well, I wasn't taller, but I was wiry with it. And I've still got more bleeding hair than you have, see? Anyhow, I was a bit of a goer on the quiet. You didn't know that, did you?
Oh, yes. I've seen that photo of you in the straw hat and the Oxford bags. Very sexy. Standing beside a charabanc, 1 foot on a crate of brown ale. Very dashing.
I was very dashing. Even though I say it myself, I was a fine figure of a man. I haven't always been old. I've had me moments. Didn't start with you, you know. You listening?
Oh, dog, I can hardly wait.
All right, then. This is the point. Birds like this one never left me alone. All the ladies was after me, and there was more of them in those days. All them big squares in London. There was houses then, not bed-sitters, with maids and butlers. I used to ring me old bell and bawl out me cry, and they was hanging out the windows, they were. It's an occupational hazard, rich birds.
I see. All these young guards officers in the blues, they're all honourable fit steptoes. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I'm not. Don't you be vulgar. I'm only trying to open your eyes. Nothing like this has ever come across you before. It's happened to me every day. It happens to all the lads. You just got to take it in your stride. Birding around fancies you? Right. Fair enough. Part of the business. But don't let it go to your head. Don't hang around. Move in, move on, move out. There's always another house next door.
You've always had a nasty tendency to caution everything, haven't you? You've been living amongst junk so long, you can't recognise anything beautiful anymore. This isn't a case of move in, move on and move out as far as Dorothea is concerned. Now listen, Dad, I've been waiting a long time for something like this to happen to me. Please, don't try to degrade it.
So you're going to see her again?
Yeah, I'm going out tomorrow morning. I'm taking some of my books round there. We're going to discuss them.
You're not going out in the round?
No, I'm afraid not. I'm afraid you'll have to make other arrangements, Dad. Oh, I'm not saying that this is going to be the end of Steptoe and Son. At least, not yet. We'll just have to wait and see. But if Dorothea and I find that we have the basis for a durable union, we may decide to shack up together. But that's all in the future.
Harold, listen to me.
Listen, Dad, please. We're both grown-up people. We know what we're doing. We went into this with our eyes wide open. We know we may be starting something we may not be able to control, but that's the way it's got to be. I think Dorothea expressed it perfectly when she said, Harold, in this age of atomic uncertainty, we must grab our happiness where we can find it.
Oh, God blimey.
It's what the French call it a liaison dangereuse. But then life's like that. It's total war, Dad. You've got to go along with it. And it started this morning on our doorstep. The dike has been breached, Dad, and all the talking in the world can't stop the deluge of passion it's opened up.
Until 4:10 when an old man gets back home.
No, so she is married, so now you know. But it's a mockery. She hadn't seen him for 5 years.
She told you that, did she?
He was a brute and a bully, but they had nothing in common. It was all a big mistake. She was young. She didn't know what she was doing. Would you deny her a chance of happiness?
What? With you? You're joking. What? Let me take you out of all this, my darling, and come and live with me down in my junkyard. She spun you a right yarn, ain't she? I never heard such a load of old codswallop in all me life. You walk in that place tomorrow and you'll come shooting out of that front door with all your books after you. She probably won't even recognise you.
We shall see. We shall see.
Oh, not today, thank you.
Dorothea, it's me. It's Harold. I've brought some books. Dorothea.
Yo, little lady said, go on up it. Go on, don't create a bitch. Keep it going, eh?
Oh, but I was here yesterday.
Well then, don't be greedy.